Okay, today is June 21st, the first full day of summer. Yesterday at 1:50 p.m. was the official summer solstice, but we're going to still call today the first full day of summer. And it's currently about 85 degrees outside. The girls at 7 a.m., the girls that are already out flying, doing their job. And we're going to go ahead and get suited up and hopefully add a second box today. We're going to see how full it is. If it's looking like they've got a good 80% of this box full, we're going to go ahead and add a second brood box to the top of these girls. Give them a little more room and get them prepared for the summer, which is going to be tough. Alright, so here's our second box that we're hoping to add on the top here. This is the bottom board too. I'm actually going to replace the bottom board because the one on there, the screen has got a big rip in it, and so I don't want them messing around with that. I'm going to try to get that fixed. But yeah, so we're going to do that, get the smoker lit here in a second, and then I'm going to clear off some of this stuff here so that I have room to pull the bottom board out through the back the way it is designed to be done, so you can check on things. But yeah, so that's it. I'm gonna get suited up here and get the smoker lit and see where things go from there. All right. Get my last glove on. Gotta have bare fingers to get the camera rolling on the phone and stuff. No touchscreen. There's no physical buttons anymore. Won't take long to get the smoker going here. All right. Like I said, it doesn't take long to get the smoker going. The trick is keeping it going. Move this out of the way. Extra sun protection here. Now I want to get this stuff out of the way before I even bother opening up the box. Alright, the girls are aware that I'm here, that's for sure. So we'll just put a little smoke around the box here on the outside. Okay, let's take a look how they're doing. Going to bother shaking those off. I am going to just leave them on the lid there. Well, looking like a pretty healthy box so far. And I'm going to try to keep these girls as calm as I can, but I can tell you they do not like being bothered. There's just the very lightest bit of wax on this outer frame here, which I'm going to set off to the side. Gives me room to space everything else over. Yeah, not hardly anything on this frame either. Maybe they won't be getting a second box today. Alright, here's a good frame of larvae. Let's see. Let's see if I can find my queen. There's cap brood, there's larvae around the edge, and I even see eggs too, so hasn't been too long since she's been on this frame. Okay. Let me check my camera position. Get you guys in a little closer here. Alright, pull that last frame out so you guys can see. So this is all pretty much cap brood. You can see in some of the open cells along the perimeter. Let me see if I can point it out to you. Down in here, see if I can get it close enough at the right angle. You can see some larvae in there. And down at the bottom there's eggs. So that is the inside portion of frame 3. Alright, more capped brood. This little bit of stuff here is honey that you see right in here. That they've built up a little pocket there, which I don't like, but we're not going to mess with that. So this side is all brood as well, and I see larvae. Looking for my queen. Still looking for my queen. Alright. No sign of the queen yet. More brood. A lot more brood. I see larvae around the edges. A lot more brood. I tell you what, she's doing a heck of a job laying, and I see eggs as well. Yeah, let me see if I can show you these eggs. So, right about in the middle of the frame, it's like the far end of the frame, down at that end. Those open cells, trying to get the right angle here so you guys can see into them. But yeah, there's larvae in there. I mean, there's eggs. There's eggs and larvae. Open larvae. A little bit of capped brood on this one. Hoping to find my queen. Sure would be nice to see the queen. Come on, girl. Where are you, baby? All right. Well, she is seriously laying. She's laying in every spot she can find. I think today I'm going to take care of this little tunnel problem that we've got here. We've got a kind of a large section here that's detached from the frame. I don't know if you can see it right here. So the bees can get underneath there, and I don't want them doing that. It's kind of dangerous if you haven't seen the queen yet to do that, because she could be under there, and I don't want to take any chance of damaging or killing her. I don't want to kill any bees, but I definitely don't want to kill the queen. Speaking of queens, I'm looking for her. That's all honey in the corner there, so she's not going to be in that little bunch. Alright, we're going to probably come back to this frame and fix that. Yeah, I'm seeing eggs and larvae even in this frame here, which is not even completely built out. I mean, I don't mean just from the foundation out. It's not even completely built out, but she's laying eggs in partially built cells, which means she needs more space. Look at all those girls fanning. Butts in the air, fanning away. I forget the name of the gland that's on their rear end that they stick up in the air and then they fan. I'll put a graphic in with the name of it. But yeah, it's pretty interesting to watch them so busy. I'm still not seeing my queen. This is all honey here. So they don't have a lot of stores. But they're doing okay. And they have not started building this out. This is an unwaxed side too. Okay. So here's what I think we're going to do. Yeah, they haven't started doing anything with this frame here. So I'm going to take this frame out, which is completely empty. This frame out, which is completely empty. There, 2 empty frames. I'm going to push this frame out towards the wall because it's honey only anyway, and that's where it would normally be. Yeah. Sorry, I'm in the hive. Yeah. Take care. Okay, so I've got some frames here that I've put a heavy duty amount of wax on that I'm going to drop in to replace those plastic foundations that had no wax on them. I'm going to put 2 of these in here. We're going to push these girls back in spot. I really want to take care of this tunnel problem I've got here. I'm gonna have to move the camera back a little bit to do this. All right. All right. Let me just make sure my queen's not in here somewhere, or not somewhere where I can potentially crush her on this side. We have to get this tunnel taken care of though. No, that's not going to work. What do I need? I need some way of propping this up. Just completely remove this, but I don't really know if I'm going to have much choice. Let's see if I can get it back to him some other way. Lots of bees under there. Come on, girls, get out of the way. To think that I didn't crush too many bees under there. Of course, I say that right after I killed a bee. Sorry, girls. I don't leave any honey laying out here. Okay. All right. That looks like pollen there. That is pollen. Wish I could taste it. Alright, I think that's the best we can do. I am really pissing these girls off this morning. Alright, once again, I did not find my queen. That's another frame I'm replacing. Replace this frame too. It doesn't look like they've done anything to it. Alright, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need 3 more frames. So all of these frames are heavily waxed, so they're more likely to draw them out. Alright, now the big switch is getting that bottom board replaced. Alright. Alright. There's not really any gentle way of doing this. Just gotta pick these girls up for a second. Bottom frame out. This old bottom frame had a big gap in the bottom. And these don't like those kind of gaps, so they were spending a lot of time trying to fill it in. Move my smoker. I'm getting smoked out here. Whew. Sitting back where they need to be. Right. Okay. I have pissed these girls off enough this morning. Yeah, these girls were doing their job. They were sealing this up, so now this bottom board won't even slide out. They had it completely sealed shut. Just because of the big crack. There we go. See, they should not be able to get under there. All right. Old boards out. I guess I'll give these girls a rear entrance if they insist on using it. Hopefully I didn't hurt too many girls there doing that. Alright, double check our top. Make sure we're good all the way around. We're good. All right. We're good. Put their extra sun protection on. Place a piece of wood there first. Their top. Well, they weren't too bad. I mean, obviously, somebody came into your house and did that much, you know, moving and shaking and disturbing, you'd be a little pissed off too, which I understand. This is, besides the swarm catch, which we'll call my first encounter with them. I have checked on them twice prior to this, so this makes the fourth time I've been in with them. Haven't been really too bad. This was definitely the worst, and I wouldn't call this bad. But considering, you know, what I did today, moving frames around, destroying that little tunnel they had built, and changing the bottom board out, which meant lifting the entire hive off, that's enough to piss anybody off. But I think they're going to be okay. I originally had planned to put a second box on top, but they just haven't built out enough of those outer frames yet. I've still got probably 5 frames or 4.5 frames that they need to work on before I bother giving them a second box. And I'm hoping that those new frames that I put in that are heavy wax coated will encourage them to move outward and draw that wax out. So we'll see. We'll see. I'll check them again maybe next weekend or the weekend after that. I'm not worried about them outgrowing their space. Go away, girl. So they got plenty of room right now that I don't think they could outgrow in 2 weeks. So that's it. Yeah, you can see the old bottom board here that I had taped up so they couldn't get in and out through there. Actually, that reminds me, while I'm here, I think I'm going to go ahead and pull this bottom sheet out. Summertime is here, and they could use the ventilation. So should be able to get to it without having to go back into the box or anything. So there we go. Yeah, I think we'll just leave this out. As hot as it is in the next few weeks, this allows air to circulate under there and go up into the hive, so they don't have to work quite as hard to keep the hive cool.